Hey everyone, Martin here. I haven't forgotten about the kit build I'm doing for my daughter. I'm still working on it, on several parts, and today I'm trying to do some inlay work for the headstock. It's not so much that I want to do an inlay anymore, it's more that I would do something like a decal with some fine veneer of abalone. I've tried myself already with some inlay work on a scrap piece of mahogany. This is with super glue and wood glue and some sawdust, as well as the paint, the dye that I've used on her guitar. But as you can see, the color looks nothing like the top, and yeah, also it leaves me with some pores, some open pores filling it. It's not drying evenly, leaving holes in there. It does not look like it's going to work really well, so I'm not trying this method anymore. I thought, yeah, maybe I can do it with, yeah, some kind of decal, something like this, and then, yeah, let's say hide the gap of this 0.15 millimeter veneer with true oil, so the layer is thick enough on top of it that it gets a smooth transition and you won't really notice that it's not inlaid fully. So yeah, this is the plan now. I have looked up quite a bit how I could do this. Remove that neck for once. What I have found is you can do it with a scalpel, or you can even use some scissors, and I'm trying both methods. I'll be measuring how much I need for that inlay, for the letters that I'm going to make for the name of her, and make on the other part then some test samples, what works better. What I've seen, the scissor method should work better, but yeah, I'll try both. What I've also read how to do it is you apply some painter's tape on top of it and on the back side, so it's not breaking out, so you have cleaner cuts when using this. And that's what I'll also do. Also, it helps me when I use the painter's tape on top of it. I can use some pencil and just pretty much draw on it what I want to cut out, which obviously should also help. So yeah, let's get to this, and first I'll mask everything with that painter's tape. And we do the same on the back side. Now I'm gonna measure how tall I want to have the lettering, what's my space for all of this. Doesn't have to be too precise, but now I know how large I can write her name. So the challenging part will be the cutouts in here, because I can't do this with scissors, so I will have to use scalpel, X-Acto knife, however you want to call it, for that one. Something like this. I didn't really keep the line, but as the letters are free then, and I can just move them around, it's not a big deal. So yeah, I will start trying to cut out that A first. I have enough space to just do it once more, or several times actually. Yeah, just gonna try it. One thing I also saw is that some guy showed that you can also essentially step small pieces out, and then you can remove it, so you're not scratching through everything, you're stabbing it. Not sure if you can see it. Here on the back side I can see the A already. Pretty much cut through, so I'm trying now from the other side. Removing now painter's tape. And I did break half of it off. Got now 2 scissors with me that my wife recommended, which are supposedly the sharpest in our household, so we'll see which one is better or if they're sharp at all and if they work, so let's see. And yeah, it really cuts quite easily. It's like, yeah, cutting thicker paper. Really not hard at all. So I'm trying the E. This is one of the hardest letters. And I'm directly cutting that curve, that radius that I want, to see if I break off the edges or if it just simply works. So far it looks like it works so well that it's almost frightening. So I'm not sure. This looks too good to be true. Yeah, they break off the very edges. And now I'm only making straight cuts, so I'll be sanding the radius afterwards. Let's put it on a pen. I think the tape might be in the way of sanding it nicely, so try to remove the tape on the part that I want to sand down. This time, at least, the whole plate is undamaged. So this looks a lot better than it did before. And I broke it again. Okay. I'm trying to remove the tape once more, but I think I broke it too much, so I think this is simply too fine to be done with the tools I'm having. Probably would need something like a laser cutter or maybe a diamond saw or a jeweler's saw. Really fine one, and then you're probably also taping it to a cardboard or something similar. Still, removing the tape then is a really delicate part where I see a lot of potential of things going wrong. And the tape holds really well onto it, so yeah, these fine parts, they're just crumbling. Doesn't look good so far. I'll be asking my daughter if I can make some inlay for her that's less delicate, with less thin parts, maybe a few hearts or something like this, because I think that will be a lot easier to do when I have something like such a large heart. I can remove the tape without breaking it, I think. Let's try making a heart just out of this piece, because these letters won't work anyway, so the very tip did actually break off with the painter's tape. Let's see, maybe we can just make a new one with the scissors. Let's try the other one for once. Yeah, but this is a nice little heart. So for example, having 3 hearts on here. Let's see if she would like like something like this, because I think that would look also really nice. And that one is certainly doable. It also looks like, yeah, the painter's tape made more of a problem for me than it helps, because it is so adhesive and stuck so much to the veneer itself. It's, I would say it's almost the same thickness also as the veneer. So at least there's not much difference to it. So maybe, yeah, removing that one, I'm breaking quite a few bits, especially when they're thinner. And now I was able to just cut the tip fine without the painter's tape on it. That was interesting. So yeah, I will have to ask my daughter what she thinks, if she would be fine with something like this, and then I will have to figure something out what I'll do on my SG. Have a good one. Bye.